off again, motherfucker. I'll dump your shit. Check your feelings at the door.
This is the Roughing Fenders podcast.
That fucking 78 piece of shit. Why don't you go tell the 48 I wouldn't beat his fucking back bumper off if they would have fucking let me go about 40 fucking laps ago, asshole. Stop flipping me off and just fucking drive your shit, you little bitch.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, Randy Phillips.
What the fuck does he want?
He's here to host the show.
Go.
Put 4 on it, you motherfuckers.
How we doing, everybody? My name is Randy Phillips of the Roughing Fenders podcast, and as you see, we're here at the Littlewoods Compound, full of racing memorabilia, last place trophies, and some fucking some thank you for being here awards. So I've watched you guys growing up ever since you guys ran the Young. How did you guys get started? Because like when I talk to your old man, and no offense to Kurt, I wouldn't expect him to be like with racing. You know what I mean? He's like a fun dude, but like if you didn't know him, you wouldn't think that his two kids ran fucking late models right now. You know what I mean? So like, how did that all start?
Yeah, our family's always loved NASCAR. And
Yeah.
Cole got into it before I did.
Yeah,
can tell
so
that story.
I guess it all started, like Justin said, our whole family was big NASCAR fans, so we'd always just kind of been in the racing. And I was probably 10 or 11 years old and I watched, weekly racing and stuff like that.
Yep.
And that was right around the time they come up with the Young Guns division.
Yep.
And it was like, wow, these kids are driving race cars, I want to do that. So that was kind of where it all started, where I really wanted to start being a race car driver. So when I got my first car, it was a good old Chevy Cavalier. Seems like everyone's
Same
first
here,
car is like
same
that.
here.
Yeah.
It's the only thing you could find, man.
Yeah, so-
that was decent priced.
Yeah.
Shit.
Well, we didn't pay nothing for it.
Well, exactly. My car was free too.
No, so listen to this. So Derek Berquist owned the car.
Yeah.
He raced many stocks. He'd won a lot of races, a lot of championships.
Yep.
Keep it a run.
Uh-huh.
She ran a couple times, and at the time we grew up on a farm. We were farming and stuff like that, pigs and cows.
Farmers?
Oh yeah, you didn't know that?
No, not at all. By your fucking
didn't
yard,
have
you
cow
guys
farms
all
up
look
there.
like no goddamn farmers.
Yeah.
The only thing you farm is Hondas.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah. So that's how we were raised. Milking cows twice a day. Good work
Never seen a
ethic.
cow here.
No. Well, that's how we got all the race cars now.
Ah, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
Traded them,
Oh, trading cows.
Yeah. Well, so what happened
Well, we're
was.
in New Hampshire. Well, Mass, but close.
So Derek,
Yeah.
And so the deal was, we ended up trading 4 pigs for me to drive that car.
This is a great fucking story. I
Yeah.
love it. I'm not laughing at
I'm
it. It's
surprised
just
you
a
didn't
great
know that.
fucking. I didn't know that at all.
Yeah.
That Cole started his fucking late model fucking extravaganza by trading 4 pigs for a fucking
Cavalier.
Chevy Cavalier. So
Yeah,
I know
so
that
I just
much.
turned 12. I turned 12 in August,
Yeah.
and so there's like 5 races left. So that was the whole deal: 4 pigs for 5 races.
That's
And-
not bad at all.
No, I got
That's
a
good
podium the
bacon
first
right
time
there.
out, and it was just a really cool experience to be able to do. The car was an automatic, Cavalier. It wasn't the greatest thing in the world, but
Feet wet.
yeah.
Yeah.
And the next year, 2013, was my first full year. I got 2 wins in that, so it was pretty cool.
So we started at the same time,
Yeah.
but I was 18.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was old.
Yeah, I was 13.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we had real fun that year.
So when, not to cut you off, when did you start? Like just a couple years after him?
2014.
Did you have to trade a cow or?
2012. No. My dad actually bought the car for like $500, I think. It was
Oh, that's not
automatic
bad.
and
Yeah, I got a little stolen Integra.
Oh, okay, yep.
Driver
I don't
to
even
it,
know.
busted open.
Yeah, actually, he wasn't gonna buy it, and then the guy told him 500 instead of like 700 or whatever, and
Just
picked
went
it up.
from there.
Yep. So
So yeah, that next year we had twin Integras. I don't know if you've ever seen those
Yeah,
pictures.
the shoe fly fucking red Integras,
Yeah,
right?
colors.
Black and red,
Yeah,
yeah.
black and red. Everybody knew about you because of those cars alone. I mean, you got a door right on the. I think that's the door to one
Yeah,
of them.
that's the original door,
Oh,
the
see?
first one.
So, you guys can't see, but I can see. It's great. Yeah. Fucking, that's what you guys are known for, and that's how I first saw you guys when I first made my call. I was like, oh, there's fucking 2 cars at are out there that look the same. You guys were competitive, but when I showed up, so
Yeah.
So my first
I mean,
year,
for-
I got lapped like 2 or 3 times.
I think my first
I'm
one.
trying to be fucking nice, but here comes Justin.
15 lap feature used to get lapped 2 times a race by a bunch of kids. There's me.
Yeah, well, you guys are all kids
Yeah.
together, so.
So yeah, that was
And the division was a lot bigger.
Oh yeah, big time.
They had
I
like
mean,
20
we
cars.
don't have. Well, nowadays we have 3 cars out there just hanging out.
Yeah.
we just have an A and B feature.
Yeah, exactly. But back in the day, it was just it wasn't someone's in your ear, and it was the Hudson way. Because how I grew up, that's how Hudson was. We had the Thunderlight division where we've had like Daniel Sweeney, Brian Parker, Cody Parker, like all those guys. What you? Oh yeah, she was in it too.
Yeah.
That fucking wrecking ball over there. Holy fuck! I was surprised her dad kept giving her fucking cars after the fucking Thunderlight. Holy shit! Michaela's off camera. Oh my god, she had a fucking. We still have it.
The Camry, yeah.
Yeah, that fucking Camry that wouldn't die. That purple Camry, yeah. Purple D's mailbox lettering right on it. Fuck, gotta love it. But yeah, no. But that's how the Thunderlights were. Was when you showed up, it wasn't. No one was in your ear, and you didn't have a throttle stop, and you didn't. No, it was. Fucking hang out there, go right ahead. You're gonna find out. You know what I mean?
We had a lot of good talent coming up in the young guns too. Cameron Sontag, Matt Kimball, Joel Monahan.
Yeah,
A lot of guys like that are still racing today. It's pretty cool to see.
Yeah.
Coming from that division. So it was a lot of competitive guys and a lot of fun.
Yeah, no, definitely. And as you guys can see, progressed up to the late models. We had Sontag. He runs a mod now.
Yep.
Yeah, tri-track mod. Fucking Joel Monahan has both, but he went up through the ranks to late model as well. Yeah, no, there was a lot of talent throughout those fucking years. So, did you guys go from like Thunderlights right into a late model? What did you guys like dabble into?
So
Because like that's where I get messed up because like when I started racing myself, I didn't pay attention to anyone. Like when I first saw you guys, I was just showing up and watching, and then when I started paying attention, so from when you guys got out of the Thunderlights up to where you are now, where monster truck and you're fucking yelling about something. I don't know what happened in between there. I know you have the mini stock, which you ran a couple times.
Yeah, that
and won with.
That was after the late model, actually.
Oh, right after.
We used to.
After the late model?
Yeah, so what happened was 2014. When
Yeah.
you turned 14, you could run a NASCAR sanctioned division. So,
Oh, okay.
So the week after I turned 14, I moved right up to the Lightning stocks, which at the time is pure stocks now.
Okay, yeah.
So I was
Oh,
racing-
yeah.
I
No,
was
that
racing
was the
both
good
adults.
pure stocks. That was the
Yeah.
fun
There's
pure
like
stocks.
CJ Johnson.
Fucking Matt Goffin.
Oh, yeah.
Was it Radsnick was out there. And
Yeah, there's a lot of heavy hitters out there.
You ain't got no idea. You know what I mean? When I did that shit, I had to build. That's why my car's so heavy, because fucking one week I went up there and the car was totally fucking trashed after the feature, and I was like, well, I guess I gotta build it better now. So that's
Yeah.
where all the weight is. That car's from 2014. The one
Yeah.
that I run now.
Oh yeah.
That's from 2014.
I think I was the one that told you to get an Integra.
Yes, you were. I was done with calves because it blew up at Lee. I was like, I fucking caught on fire going across the fucking little bridge because we were on 125.
No, yeah.
Yeah, that was the only. But it was like Kimmy Rivette, it was fucking Matt Goffin, Timmy Paquette, couple other fucking
I think
people.
Ryan Courier had a Jetta too.
Yeah,
That thing was a tank.
yeah. And then so you went into Lightning Stocks, which was a NASCAR sanction. Right.
Yep.
So I started. When did you stop doing that?
So that was just for the end of 2014. It was basically the same as like when I started.
Because I started up there in 2015, so I was
Yeah.
like, I don't remember you guys out there at all.
Yeah, so it was just the last 5 races. It was just kind of adults and stuff. And then, so yeah, it just kind of ended.
How was
like-
that? I want to know because you're like young enough to where I can ask you how it is running against the adults. Like,
It was-
I would shit bricks if you saw me climb out of my fucking
Yeah.
car. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't say it was intimidating. It was just kind of the factor that you're not running and it's just kids out there. you know?
Yeah. You got to be mindful of what you do and shit like
Yeah.
that.
And there was a couple rough guys here and there, but it was, I felt a good learning experience for
Okay.
me to be able to run with adults like that.
Yeah.
And I was just
I didn't get the fucking opportunity. That's why I asked. I
Yeah.
just got thrown into the Enduro and said fucking best of luck.
So, yeah, that's kind of just how that year ended. And after that winter, I was thinking about moving up to like a street stock or something. But at the time, they called them Thunder Stocks.
Yeah.
Enough.
Yeah.
And they only ran every other week. And I kind of wanted to do the whole
Yeah, the beer stocks and those guys.
Yeah,
were offset weeks. Yep.
Yeah.
I remember that.
We ended up finding this car on Craigslist if Seth Batalis was selling it.
Yeah.
It's actually sitting up on the hill all cut up right now.
Yeah, so-
But
We don't have to mention that. You didn't see
yeah, it was an old car. This car had been around for quite a while.
Yeah.
Kirk Alexander won the championship with that car in '96. And
Okay.
Yeah. So it was an older chassis. We didn't really know what we were getting into. I mean, we only ran 4 cylinders, you know.
Yeah.
So we really had no clue. I pretty much that winter we bought the car. I took the body off, painted it my colors, went out and drove it. We didn't have no setup, no idea what was going on. And I ain't lying.
No, I know you're not
We just
lying.
got
I'm
out
just
there and
thinking
we
about those fucking front attachments just grounded right the fuck off.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah. So yeah, that was definitely a big stepping stone. I didn't really struggle as much as I thought I was gonna. You know, I was just kind of adapting to the speed differences from the 4 cylinders. Rear wheel drive. Well, I caught on to it pretty quick. It wasn't too bad.
yeah, but I bet it was way better coming from fucking front wheel drive where you just wait for the car to
Yeah.
fucking rotate for
Oh,
you.
yeah.
Where you could just put your foot down and it would rotate for you.
Yeah. Once I was able to come off the corner and turn the car, it was
Yeah.
way different.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was when I started in the late models, and that year we were running lightning stocks.
Yeah, I was still in the Lightning stocks. I ran the Hoosiers that year.
Oh,
That's when I
fuck.
started running the Hoosiers.
Yeah,
And,
that
basically
lasted like
stuff.
one fucking year.
Yeah,
Because we were almost.
won like 10 races. I
Yeah,
think,
yeah,
that year.
yeah.
I got second a couple times, but yeah, I was just getting my feet wet with the adults also. We were running 2 tracks every week.
Yeah.
Back then.
Yeah.
Oh,
I forgot to mention
Claremont.
that.
Yeah.
2 tracks.
Shit.
That was tough. But
Then I was going back between 2 different cars. Because I was running the late model in Monadnock, and on Fridays I'd run a Claremont with the Wildcats.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I kept my Integra and I kept running that. And we just went back and forth. But
seat time is seat time.
yeah, that's the only way I look at it. Like, you know, I told everyone I'll drive anything with 4 wheels.
Yeah.
You know, anything I can learn from, you know, different types of racers, people I'm racing against.
Yeah.
I want to learn as much as I can to be the best driver I can be. So
Yeah.
that's kind of what we were doing. It was kind of against the budget, you know, going to 2 tracks a weekend, but we ended up making it work.
Applaud your dad for is that he got you guys the funding that you guys had. I know some of it was mostly
Yeah.
out of pocket, but I still remember the radio ads where your fucking squeaky ass voice is on and I hit the fucking shut that shit the fuck off. But you know what I mean? He got you the horizon of where you could get sponsors that you did and everything like that, and probably still does to this day. Does still do that networking stuff, which is nowadays it's a big fucking thing in racing, because if you don't have the wallet to race, you ain't gonna fucking race, period. And
Yeah.
especially, I know pure stocks, you can just go get something out of the junkyard and put a 4-point in, but moving up to the progressions, mini stocks, and from mini stocks up, you're paying, or you're fucking racing when you can, you know what I mean?
yeah, our whole family, like I said, it's a racing family.
Yeah.
They always supported us, our grandparents, my mom, my dad, everybody really, so.
Yeah, we met a lot of great
Pretty
people
sweet.
along the way that helped us out too, you know.
Yeah, no, definitely, that's what I'm gonna get into. So like, how did you guys learn, like, I know you had your fucking setup with Brio, what was it, 3-4 years?
That was the year, that was 2016 I started driving for him.
So, and then until what, 2020?
Till 2020.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
4 years. So you had someone to, like, teach you, like, throughout the years of, like, how to set up cars, like, you have your own one that you put together right outside of here, where you didn't really need any help, even though I fucking offered. You said, go fuck yourself. But, you know what I mean? But, but, like, that's more of a question towards you, Justin. Like, how did you start learning about, like, how to set up these cars for, like, a late model? And I guess we'll go to you as well. Like, what was your guys' like, defining moments of, like, where you guys were learning about what the piece you were actually driving, what would work, what wouldn't work? Me, it was, well, that fucking sucked. I guess we won't do that again, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just didn't know, like, with late models, it's more, I guess, geometry and stagger and all that stuff, spring, setup wise. It's totally fucking a whole different ball game. So, like, I know it's gonna be hard to, like, figure out, like, what key moments, but, like, in a broad horizon, like, how did you guys learn what you do now? You know what I mean? Because you have your own in-house car. You have your own in-house car now. You had a ride with Brio, which is a well-respected car owner, but he obviously fucking taught you something, or we'd still just see that collecting dust still. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'll stop trying to fucking explain this question to you. What was your guys' like defining moments of where you guys were learning like this setup shit?
It was a big step for me. I didn't really get any of it this year at all.
Yeah.
I found out real quick when the set screw for the steering shaft.
Oh, yeah.
When
that's how the
that
first car
wall
got
off turn 2.
Yep, I remember that.
That's, things totaled now in the yard. But definitely woke up right there pretty quick.
Yeah.
Got my head into it.
Is that the one that I helped you bleed the brakes in?
I'm in the white car, right?
Yeah, that was the second car I had.
And you guys just put in like a brake and clutch pedal, and I'm upside down in this shop still, helping out George.
Oh, that might have been on my new car then. I don't know.
Fuck if I know. Keep it going.
We had a look.
Yeah, keep it going.
I would say for me, I think it was that first year I was driving. Those first few weeks, we'd throw tires on. I'd go out there and just try and drive it.
Yeah, no, obviously you have to get your feet wet first before we were gonna fucking put a pan bar on you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So we weren't too bad. I mean, I was racing a lot of good guys, a lot of respectable guys.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun racing with Escort. Me and him would go door to door.
He's funny as shit. I love Wes.
We put on a good show.
Yeah. He's definitely another person that I gotta go fucking sit down in his shop
Good
and
guy,
fucking talk with him about.
You could sit for hours.
Yeah, oh yeah, probably. Well, I ain't got no fucking time limit, so you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
So that first year, like I said, we didn't know nothing. But probably my 6th or 7th at Louis Rivera up in Claremont.
Oh, okay, yeah, I totally. Wow, okay,
Yeah.
there's me. Yep.
Yeah.
So, Rivera obviously is another person that's been around for fucking years doing this shit, so. Continue, sorry.
Well, yeah, like I said, we got a lot of good people that helped us. But yeah, so that race was like my first time at Claremont with a late model.
Yeah.
And I got in a real bad wreck. I think it was a whole stack up on a restart. And the car was pretty much destroyed. We took a couple weeks off because, we didn't know how to fix the car.
Yeah.
We had the whole thing ripped apart, and we finally got it all back together. I threw the body on, going to Adnox. And that day we had double features, and the track was real slick. But Louis came over and he set the sway bar for me, and he kind of showed us how that worked, and that was kind of my first introduction of setting up a race car.
Yeah.
And then that night I actually ended up getting my first win.
The same night that you touched the car?
We set up the sway bar and that car was on rails.
Tweak.
Yeah.
I started 6th in the feature, and I passed the top 5 on the outside.
Oh, that's pretty good.
It was insane. I had no idea that was gonna happen. I just got in the car expecting to try to get a good finish. And I just drove right up around everyone, and I was only 14 at the time too. It was crazy.
No, definitely. That was probably a big, for another thing, see, Steve Grant, you gotta set up for the fucking outside, so it's only if you're allowing to get set up that we can go to the outside. We're not scared of it, we just push like dump trucks, so.
Yeah. Well, that's why curve stocks.
That was the point I was making last week with him. So.
But if you got the balls to go up on the outside, you can do it.
Oh yeah, no, fuck yeah, I love the outside. Hudson was known for that for fucking years when I first started. I ran enduros with a DA Integra rotted out worse than a 87 Honda sitting in the fucking middle of a field, rotted right out on the outside, and I wasn't scared of anything. If I hit the wall, I hit the wall, and that can go away. And if I didn't, then we're doing pretty good. You know what I mean? So, I mean, you guys grown a lot. I mean, you guys are both. Well, you're not, but he is. He's taller than me. So leading up. So how was the ride with Brio?
All that came about. It was my first practice in the late model. We put the air cleaner on wrong, right? So when you put the throttle up there, the throttle stuck, and I ended up hitting the wall off turn 4 because I couldn't slow down.
Like first practice out in the late.
Yeah, first time in the late model. Steve Brio just happened to be walking by, and he came over, he helped us fix it, and that's how we started getting to know him.
Yeah.
And then next year came along, he was building the car that won the championship this year.
Yep.
And I got the opportunity to drive it. And for me, that was a huge thing because we didn't really know what we were doing with our own car, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And to be able to have someone that's been around for so long and has won so many races and championships, it was just huge for me. So I think when I first started driving that car in 2016, off the bat, first 4 races, we won 2 out of the 4.
I was probably in the beer garden.
Yeah, most likely. But yeah, that whole deal just taught me a lot of everything I know about racing, you know what I mean? And at the same time, it gave me time to be a teenager because I was in high school, you know, I wasn't spending 24/7 on the race car.
Yeah.
Steve kept it maintained, and I'd go up, help him load it, help him when I could. But
Going up to his shop and stuff.
Yeah.
Just for an hour you'd learn.
Yeah. I mean, when you got so many years, the littlest things can be bigger to someone else. You know what I mean? So long, he's just like, oh, it's just what the fuck I do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I get it. I
Yeah,
totally
so
get
that
it.
was awesome for me. And then the next year, well, so actually 2016, I started driving Steve Brio's car.
Yeah.
And I was also running the late model full time at Claremont.
Yeah.
So I ran that there, and Louis Rivera helped me with that.
Mm-hmm.
And then going into 2017, Alyssa Rivera, his daughter, who had driven the modified.
Yeah.
I think she had just had her son Liam.
Yeah.
Or Levi. Sorry, Alyssa.
Yikes.
So I got the opportunity to drive the modified, and that was kind of the same deal. I had two guys helping me. I was driving two different cars at the same night, having that knock.
Yeah. I remember it.
Yeah, doing double duty, I learned a lot, and it was luckily I had enough people behind me to work on each car. You
Yeah.
know, so I was just jumping car to car and adapting to each car, and it just taught me a lot in who I am today. Race cars we drive.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a huge thing for me for driving both cars.
Yeah, definitely. You had two of the biggest people around racing. Probably a big stepping stone. It must have been like a whole different ballpark when you started doing it yourself. Do you still talk to them and all that stuff, or
Yeah.
I didn't know. I'm on a fucking Facebook fucking deal here. You know what I mean? I just see that someone else is taking over the car, so I just didn't know if it was just your time to move on, or if like something. I'm not getting into it. I'm just asking.
Yeah.
Like I was just saying. Like hopefully it wasn't a bad blood kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
like
there's
how
no
some
bad blood.
racing is fucking. I've seen it tons of times throughout the years that happened. So I had to ask that question, and I wasn't assuming or anything like that. I was just wondering. So you guys still have like in touch with those guys to help you out and everything like that?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, at the racetrack, there's a lot of good people there. They're willing to help no matter what. When I decided to do my own car, there wasn't any bad blood for me not driving the 12.
Oh no, he helped you out. I mean,
Yeah.
he built that car in fucking under 12 hours to try to get it.
Yeah,
He had almost
that car that I was
12
running.
hours. Yeah.
Originally, we built that for Seekonk in his shop, so that was cool.
Yeah.
But I just, I've been doing. We were winning races. We were being competitive, but I just really thought I was ready to take that next step because Justin had his own program going with his own car, and
Yeah.
I just felt like I was ready to do that.
Yeah.
So it worked out. He ended up winning the championship, and I learned a lot this year on my own.
Yeah.
And me and Justin are a team.
Yeah.
We're racing together, and it's just great to do.
Yeah. No, definitely. I just didn't know the deal. All I saw was someone else was driving the car. I knew you already had your other car, so I just didn't know if you were just like, oh, I'm gonna start doing it my own way now because it was like passing of the torch. Not real. I need to learn this stuff on my own and stuff like that.
Yeah, and I had learned a lot from him in the first place.
Yeah.
I was able to put that in my own car,
Yeah. So, fucking, how did you and George start? Because George came out of fucking nowhere.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I don't even know where you guys found him. I love George, but I don't know where the fuck you guys, like when he showed up or how that started.
We were going to school one morning. Cole was driving, I was riding. We go out in the driveway at maybe right before school. What was it, 7:30?
Yeah.
George is standing there with a beer in his hand. He rented in the basement.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
He likes cars.
Yeah.
Good guy. And ever since then, he's kind of been helping out.
Yeah. No, he's turned into a family friend that
Yeah.
helped you guys out a lot.
Fabricates a lot of stuff for us.
Yeah. So did he help you this past year?
Oh, yeah.
He was with you. I
Yeah.
haven't been to Monadnock because it got kicked out, so there's no reason for me to go. So that's why I asked.
Yeah, he's been with me for the past 3 years.
3
So
years,
this would be this was the third season, I believe.
Yeah.
So, 2019 was when I got my new car.
Yeah.
We bought that off of Boris Smith actually. Craig ran it at Claremont.
Yeah.
When they had 26 super streets.
Yeah. Back when it was,
Yeah, it was a good
big.
field.
Back when it was big fields over there.
Yeah, hopped into that, and George always wanted to help, so
Yeah, he's been
it was
getting
a good
into it
deal.
too.
Yeah, he's
Huh?
getting into it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He's itching to get behind the wheel.
Yeah, he's got that street
About
stock that I saw, and I don't know if that's close to being done. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
who
spill
knows?
the beans on the shit or anything like that. The street stock, but anyway.
Yeah, he's been on the bike for me though. So
Yeah.
he's been my spotter.
Yeah.
Done a great
Yeah,
job.
no, he helps you out. He helps you out a lot. I just didn't know how he came about.
No.
That was the only
That was
thing,
it.
you know what I mean?
He's been to the racetrack before, but like
Yeah.
he didn't like work on the cars or like he does now.
Yeah, yeah.
He spends like in the summertime. He's over here mostly every night.
Yeah.
Whether it's
Oh, I know that.
just hanging out.
Yeah,
or
every
whether
time I
it's
showed up, yeah,
working
just
on the
hanging
race
out.
car.
Yeah.
No, it's a really good deal.
So you guys just came off your past year. The late models, you got fourth.
Yeah, and then
Fourth overall. Anything that you want to take away from this year that could be better for next? That could be. Huh?
I love this year.
Yeah.
This year was pretty good for me.
Yeah, like that's from like a track standpoint or anything like that.
Well, like
I don't know.
changes or anything.
Yeah. Would you like to see a change come through? Like not a big fucking change. I'm not
Yeah.
saying like throw a fucking whole wrench at the fucking shit, but
Rules are good. Cars are competitive.
yeah, no, I get that. I was just saying.
No, yeah, no, I hear you.
Yeah.
But yeah, when we have the big shows, I always like when we have the big shows. The car count really comes out.
Yeah.
Get a lot of experience from those guys, but yeah,
Did you guys do the ring race?
yeah.
a couple of them.
Couple of them.
Yeah, we didn't make it to Lee. Didn't make it to Munson either, but went up to Claremont and did an Adnock and stuff like that. But didn't go bad.
Yeah.
But
No, I was just saying fucking. So, respectable. You guys had a good car count up there.
Oh, yeah.
For late models, that's
yep.
pretty good car count up there. You podiumed a couple times.
Yep. Podium. Won a couple times.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Jumped the car a couple times.
You know, you could have brought that up. Yeah, we'll get into that. Trust me. You as well, right? You won a couple races last.
I got one win this year.
And you got 2,
4.
4. Wow.
Yeah.
Missed them
He's kicking my ass
again.
this year.
You better look at their fucking setup sheets, man. Damn.
Yeah, well, I kind of was a fresh restart, you know.
Yeah. No, I get it.
Doing my own thing, I have a full-time job, and working on the race car is a full-time job too.
In the first race with it.
Yeah, we had a real good start to the year,
Okay.
but that car's a little older style setup and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I just did the best I could with it from what I knew.
Yeah.
And-
No, it was just.
Yeah, I think we ran pretty decent, but I eventually ended up getting rid of that car. I don't know if you've seen my dad's Facebook post after the Claremont ring race.
Yeah. Oh, you just got rid of it altogether?
I took the whole car apart because I bought a new chassis. It actually was Corey Casagrande's original Pro Stock.
Oh, no shit.
Yep.
Program. I did.
Yeah, a lot newer
newer.
chassis. So I
Yeah.
pretty much took everything off that old chassis and put it on this one for the last race with Adnock.
Oh, okay. So you have a brand new car for the last race this year.
Yeah,
When
that's
you went out there.
yeah. It was completely
So whose
different.
fucking car is that right out there? Is
That's
that
that car.
yours?
Yeah,
That's that car?
yeah.
So the one that we put up together in that bay and the one that you
have never did.
It's totally gone.
totally gone now.
Well, my buddy Bob bought it.
Yeah.
See over there, he's on camera. I was like, who the fuck?
Yeah,
No offense, I'm sorry. Like that. I was just like, he just pointed towards the garage door. I was like, alright, whatever.
yeah.
Oh, well, so at least it's still, well, at least he's still around. Like, at least the chassis is still around. I'm not that
Yeah,
mad
so we're
about
gonna
it.
help him out with that.
Yeah.
But he's helped me all year, so I think it's cool to bring that car back out.
Yeah.
Get him something to start in.
Yeah.
But so yeah, that's a completely different car, and I think that's the one thing I took away from this year was going to the newer style car with the coilover eliminators and stuff like that, and learning like Justin's car's got that stuff too.
Did you get the offset fucking chassis?
No, it's
Or
not
is it a
straight rail.
perimeter?
It's
Or
yeah, it's perimeter.
What's the fucking difference? Perimeter and then it's a.
Straight rail.
There it is.
Yeah.
So it's not a
Perimeter.
straight rail, it's a perimeter again.
Yeah, perimeter car is a full frame car.
Yeah, yeah.
Comes out
And
straight.
then fucking
On a straight
sling
rail.
rail, straight rail is
Right
fucking
side.
it's yeah it's straight, and then it's offset on the other side. Got
Yeah.
it.
So what I'm doing with that car is I'm running under the ACT rules.
Yep.
So I can basically run wherever I want next year. We're
Well, that's
probably
good.
yeah, we're probably gonna be having that knock weekly, but if I want to go to an act show, I can.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, that's good. I mean, that's even more experience that you got because you got Ben Rowe, you got DJ Shaw, you got Al Biobet,
Gary.
Jimmy Hebert, Jimmy Renfrew Jr. Fucking, you got a lot of heavy hitters on that tour
Yeah.
all together. McDonald, Eddie McDonald, he still runs it. So
Yeah.
I mean, that's a pretty good fucking thing to look forward to.
Yeah, well, and Tommy Carey helps us out a lot, actually.
Yeah, I know.
Even if we just have questions, you know, what we gotta do with this.
Yeah, no, he's a cool fucking dude.
Yeah, well, they're great guys over there.
Yeah.
And so he has.
Hey, you can swear. I'm just giving shit.
But he's got a good program going on where I can learn from, and you know, I kind of just figured why not just move up to ACT or run under ACT rules. So if I want to, I can. You know what I mean? So with this new car, that's what I'll be doing, and I think we'll have a good shot at it. Anyways, just learning and doing the best we can.
Yeah. I mean, you got it from Corey Casagrande, so
Yeah.
he's ran that a couple times too. So
Yeah, no, it's a good car. I was surprised when I ended up picking it up, and I'm like, you know, let's
I'm
throw
surprised he
this.
fucking sold it.
Well, actually, I bought it off the guy he bought it from.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's why we threw it together for the last race. I said we gotta start learning this car so we know what we're gonna do next year.
Gotcha. So what do you?
Just gonna run Banana weekly. Yeah, with the same car. Just gonna try to go for it this year.
Fucking, you're full of fucking excitement, huh?
That's what-
You're full of excitement, huh?
Oh yeah, wicked.
No new tracks, no new nothing.
No, we're gonna try to branch off a little bit. We're gonna try to put my other car back together, get it to where it was again, and see if we
Yeah.
can branch off and do some other stuff. But gonna try to run Monadnock and hit Claremont definitely. When we can, but
That works.
yep.
Fucking A. That's your new name. Just an excitement, Littlewood. There it is. No, I'm just giving you shit. So, with this season, out and wrapped and everything like that, what are you guys gonna do with the fucking off time? I mean, I got this going on.
Yeah,
So, you'll see me at a different shop every fucking Sunday. So, what are you guys up to? You gonna get an early start on the car?
I'm gonna try to.
Yeah.
I got a lot of projects to do too.
Yeah, well, yeah, I
Yeah.
seen that.
we try every year, but it just doesn't always work out.
Well, I just didn't know if you guys had other fucking hobbies and.
He's stuck. You know, George has us 3 stuck. I don't know.
Yeah.
We got a lot of cars we're gonna try to put together for next year. I'm actually
Enduro
building.
cars.
Yeah, enduro cars.
Yeah,
Real
yeah,
stuff.
you with fucking enduro cars, Cole. We fucking saw that.
Yeah.
Fucking Jesus Christ. So did you figure out why you couldn't start it?
Want the Saab?
Yeah.
No, not yet.
No.
No.
Just
We had
runs a late model can't restart a car that he spins.
Saabs are hard, dude. I'm sure if we had Matt Goffin down here.
I doubt it. Oh yeah, no. I don't doubt it. I mean, that's the only car that the transmission's right underneath the motor, so the motor too. So
Yeah.
there's that.
Well, and the ECU got smashed pretty good because it was right under the left side fender when I got hit down
Well,
in
you should
Hudson.
move that.
Yeah.
You should move that.
That's what we're gonna have to do.
There's not that many around. I mean, you got a good portion out there, so you should be all right.
Yeah, we're just gonna try to get as much
Yeah,
stuff
that's-
ready for next year as we can.
Yeah, that's a question for you. Why don't you come run the Howler?
I ran it.
You ran it once.
Yeah.
This guy showed up like fucking
Yeah, I got
5 hours before fucking it starts with a car that still had glass in it and no fucking nothing. Looked like a random car you just drove there. It's out in the glass.
No, I had a fun time when I did the highway. I had a Hot Civic I bought for $100 off my buddy.
Yeah, Jimmy D had that.
No, I gave it to him. Well, yeah, he had it after me.
Did he have it or not?
After me.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, I bought it for $100. Spray painted it Jimmy D purple and yellow.
Yeah.
Started on the front row. I think we ended up like 20th actually.
That's not bad.
But
I mean, at least did you finish?
8 seconds.
yeah, you got second.
That same year or this
No,
year?
no,
Last year.
a couple years ago.
Last year?
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually got a right racing offset on it, on the right front. Went out there and got 20th.
That's not bad.
I'll take it.
At least you finished.
Yep.
I mean, I don't even have that luck. I'm usually just stove in the front end right to the block, so.
Yeah, that year you ran the CRV, I ended up getting second that year.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah, with Max Chaput's car.
Oh, that is right. Yeah, that is right. Because the week before he fucking hammered the wall.
I think it was that day, actually.
Yeah. Oh,
And he
yes.
couldn't race.
Yes, that's what it was. Yep. Okay. I thought it was the week before, but that makes sense. Yeah, no. I don't know what was in turn 3, but I had nothing. Nothing. Put it in reverse for fuck's sake. Didn't do nothing. I was like, oh, we're fucked. So, I mean, you guys been doing it for a while. You guys have probably had good sponsors underneath you that's been sticking with you. Same with family. Who do you have to like thank for all the fucking years of doing this shit and all that stuff?
Well, there's a lot of people. But like, definitely my family first.
Yeah.
Dad, mom, grandparents, and all the family down in Florida, and our sponsors were radio station you mentioned for
Yeah.
a while.
Yeah.
They're out now, but
Still a sponsor that helps.
yeah. The Milford Stone Company, they supply us pretty good. And,
Yeah.
what else?
Quality Auto Body, they've been on for a while.
Should we just ask him this shit? Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
No, Pete over at Quality Auto Body, he's helped us out a lot. You know, painting the cars, making them look real
I know a
good.
guy that
He
does
gets his
lettering
car
for
painted.
cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We got a
Jimmy.
letter guy.
Jimmy. Yeah, he gets some
Shoe
mailbox
Fly is the
letters.
best letter guy.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Timmy
No, he
Shoe
does
Fly
great
over at
work.
Shoe Fly.
Yeah.
You still with him?
Yep.
Oh, you guys still do it?
Yeah, and stuff.
Yeah.
Comes out pretty good.
Yeah,
Continue.
Nick Prescott came aboard this year, Prescott Oil in Red and Orange, Mass. He's always been a good friend of ours, and he
Yeah.
wanted to help us out this year, so that was really cool.
That's cool.
Dave Dugas, he's been with us a while. You know, he just wants to support us and watch us race, so it's real cool to have him help us out. And actually, I just got a primary sponsor this year, the dealership I work for, Lundgren Honda of Greenfield.
Have you like announced this?
Yeah, well, they've been on the hood. They went on the hood the first the race I won this year, so that was pretty cool.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so Lundgren Honda, we got a Dodge and Chrysler dealership down there too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jeeps too. So that was cool to see them come along. It's, you know, and I work for them, so
Yeah.
you know, I help people that help me. You know.
Yeah. No, that's what it's all about. That's when it's getting good, because once you're like, you've been putting in time at their place, it's cool to see them try to help you.
Yeah,
on
and
the-
support the racing.
And
end of
you
it.
could roll down the backstretch and they'll still come on fucking next year. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah, and another big one, Grave Robbers Restoration down in Orange. You probably passed it when you came up, but
I wouldn't. I came from that
oh,
one.
78.
Yeah.
They're in the center of town. They work on old cars and stuff. He always comes up and helps us out and
That's cool.
time the motor and stuff like that. And,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, as far as the people that help us out, my buddy Bob helped me out all this year. My buddies Owen and Brandon, they're always here working on the cars and making sure we get to the track. So, and of course George helps Justin out as his crew chief and stuff like that. So, if it weren't for those people, we'd have a lot more work ahead of us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's seriously every night.
Yeah.
Because I work second shift now and I get out and
Oh, you work second shift?
Yeah,
Welcome to the life, buddy. You love that?
machines.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So there's two more people that you guys forgot. Yeah, I'll put you on the spot.
I put me on.
They're sitting on the seat over there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Lovely girls.
Oh, yeah.
Girls.
Oh yeah.
They always support 100.
Yeah, exactly.
And you need it.
They're-
Because if they don't, then it's not gonna work out.
Jesus! I didn't mean it like that. Damn. Anyways, I was just trying to help you get brownie points, but son of a bitch.
I think we gotta drop a bomb right now.
What? Oh, what's that?
Michaela Duval's gonna be racing again next year.
Where?
No.
Okay.
Well, Hudson, where do you want to race? We're going to Hudson, I guess.
All right, perfect.
Yeah, because I'm building another pure stock. It's just an automatic Integra, so it really, if anyone wants to drive, but she's gonna be running full time at Hudson.
She can't drive 5-speed?
I didn't know it was an automatic till today.
Why don't you just give me 5-speed?
There's only one Birch Head.
Huh?
There's only one Birch Head.
Oh, it's that one?
Yeah.
Fuck! God damn it. Buy that. But anyway.
Just sitting outside.
The yellow one?
No.
Yeah, I want the blue one. Yeah. Oh, well, that's cool. I mean, put a 5-speed in it. You're gonna need it on restarts.
Yeah, eventually.
Please.
Put the foot to the floor.
Yeah. Put a D series in it. She'll love that. So, I know you got a rough and fenders moment because it was very eventful. But
I heard.
what about you, Cole? You're fucking. You can't bullshit me. When someone gets into you, you give it right back coming by. You got the old time lifestyle, like my old man. So,
Well,
everybody knows when you're fucking mad when the car spins around way quicker than anyone else. So.
yeah. Well, I don't know. I was thinking about this beforehand. But no, okay. So this one time, it was a full season I ran at Claremont in the late models, and this was just a time I can only think of where I was just flat out just gonna dump the guy, and he really didn't do anything to me. What happened? So it was the last race at Claremont.
Yeah.
It was a week after Cody LaFont passed away.
Yeah.
And you know Cody, he was good friends.
Cool,
with,
dude.
Yeah, he was good friends with Dylan Boudreau. He spotted for him, and I got to know him that year in the pits too. So he was a good friend of mine too.
Yeah.
And they had the whole memorial thing for him that night at the track, and it was just an awesome thing to see all those people, coming out for him.
Yeah, definitely.
So the late model race comes around, and I'm like, all right, me or Dylan's gonna win this race for Cody. You know what I mean? We were running 4th and 5th, and here comes Joe Brown. He's flying. That car was on rails, and he had a good chance winning that night. You know, next time we come around, he was 10 car lengths ahead of me. And I think what ended up happening was Aaron Fellows and Ricky Bly got together, and because they were leading.
Yeah.
And they went to the back. So we're coming up on a restart. Joe Brown's leading, Dylan's on the outside, and I'm in 3rd. And I don't know why I thought this or why I did it, and I kind of regret it now because I was just young and dumb at the time.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to win that race, me or Dylan to win that race, you know what I mean? And as soon as we come to the restart, I just flat out foot to the boards right through Joe Brown. And just jumped it right in front of the whole field.
Jeez.
Yeah, and Joe Brown, if you're to see this, I do regret it. Luckily,
We'll try to get in touch with him. We'll get the other side of that.
luckily it didn't wreck any other cars, and Dylan actually ended on winning the race. So it ended up all right, but yeah. So if I could think of something like that, that was the one time I flat out completely dumped the guy.
I mean, that's the best one we've got so far. I mean, shit.
Yeah.
At least you own up to it.
Yeah, no, like I said, I was young and dumb, and I don't know why I did it, but it worked out. You know, no one wrecked. He just ended up spinning out, going to the back, and me and Dylan racing side by side with probably 5 laps to go, and my battery cable came off, so the car died. I didn't even.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, but Dylan ended up winning that race for Cody, so it was really cool to see, and I felt like I played a small part in that. You know
Small, okay.
Yeah. So that was my rough and fenders race moment.
Well, there you go. So yours was a little bit different. I mean, you were racing for the lead.
Yep.
Everybody's seen the video. You came up on the lap car. Not a clue who that guy is. So I'll let you take it from there. What was that all about?
Yeah, me and Cam were having a really good battle, and Hayden and Scott also. There was like 21, 22 cars there.
Yeah, it was a good race.
No, yeah, it was a race I really wanted to win, get the
Yeah.
5th one of the season, the last race. That would have been pretty good. And,
Yeah.
Yeah, just side by side racing good, and then the lap car just came up, and I went down.
As much as you could.
From the video, I probably could have gone down a little bit lower.
It looked like you were clear by the video.
I don't know.
I don't know if you want to wrap around.
I don't know.
Everyone
I
goes.
watched the
Well,
video.
no, if I tried to go high,
You're in the seat.
I was.
You're in the fucking seat
Yeah.
from the stand, so you have a better perspective of anyone out there because you were in the seat. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So that's why I wanted to know if he came down, you went up, what it was.
Yeah, the speed he was
Did
going.
you even lift?
To be completely honest with you, I hit him, and before you knew it, I just saw the sky, and then I saw the ground, and then I was already on the ground. Like the video, it shows like
there's another
5
video.
seconds of me on the guy, but it felt like a half a second. Like it was up and then
down.
over. So deals, I guess, but
Yeah.
I'll learn for next time. But yeah, just going for the win for sure.
Well, yeah.
That's all I was thinking about in that moment.
I know, I get it. I get it. You guys were battling for the win, and
That was a really good show.
There's-
I thought it was.
there's nothing you really could have done because if you let Cam go, then it was going to be hard to reel him back in unless you got a caution.
We were coming to the white flag.
Yeah,
Like,
that too. Yeah, exactly. And I mean, yeah,
Just a racing deal.
And even
100%.
yeah, I mean, and even if they were like screaming to the guy on the radio to tell him to get low, like at least get like on the second groove.
yeah, you
Third
shouldn't have gone
groove,
low
come
there.
down, yeah,
Where
it's
you
like-
guys were coming now.
I guess you
We're
brought
we're
it
coming
too.
up.
I'm rolling in the turn 3. I look over. I see the roof of Justin's car, and I'm like, oh,
But you've taken some hard licks too at Monadnock
Uh,
off the front stretch.
no, I wouldn't say on the front stretch. I took a good one on the back stretch. We had to
Yeah.
re-flip the car after that. But that was just me being dumb. I didn't lift.
Yeah.
I thought I had it saved. I was spinning the tires all the way down the back stretch, and once it caught, I was just head on in the wall.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, but that's the kind of same thing racing deal. I was just racing hard, trying to save. Shit didn't work out the way you wanted it to.
So to back up just a little bit, because I know I like scanned over it and I don't really have a fucking time limit or anything like that. You talked about the modified. You did pretty decent with that. I mean, before Alyssa drove around Monadnock, I was there that night. That she made 3 laps with the cone on turn 1 or turn 4, or wherever it was. She made 4 laps with that. So how did that ride go for you?
It was a little bigger step.
Yeah.
But because how I'd ran mini stocks and late models at the same time,
Yeah.
I was going front wheel drive to rear wheel drive, so that was kind of hard. But going from a late model to a modified, was just no fenders on it. And it was a little faster too, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're racing against a lot of top-notch guys. I learned a lot just racing with those guys. But it was just a huge learning experience the first year. We ended up winning the race. Unfortunately, we got that taken away because our motor builder's too good.
Cheaters.
But
Yeah, what it was.
it was
Cheating? Did you get tagged or what?
It was a rule that was kind of unclear. we took advantage
That's the
of it.
most racer definition of what to explain something ever. Well, the fucking how you interpret it is totally different how I did.
Yeah.
Trust me, I did that all year this year.
So unfortunately, we got that taken away. But just that whole year racing guys like Todd Patnode,
Yeah, oh yeah.
you're learning from the best.
Yeah.
And it definitely
100%.
taught me a lot. Even to this year, where I just ran the cup races.
Yep.
Just because that's purely all we had for the budget was just run the cup races.
Oh, so you're still running it?
Yeah, well, I ran it all this year for the Cup Series races.
Okay, gotcha.
Did you watch him at lead?
No.
He was like
Let-
leading
let's-
ahead.
Was that at Oktoberfest?
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't there. No, sorry.
Yeah, but that whole deal
I'll
is
go watch
just.
Speed 51 after this.
It definitely makes me want to get a modified. Just I can't really do it with my budget right now.
Oh yeah, no.
And if you wreck one of those things, you're,
Small steps.
Yeah.
Ask Josh Gary.
yeah. So we're just doing the best we can. To lay
Respect to
models.
him. He got third at Thompson, and that whole fucking car is brand new.
Yeah,
'cause
and
he
the
hit
runway
a
run.
ton. Oh yeah, he's crazy. He's like, yeah, I'm just gonna bring it down.
If
If
I
I
had
just
a
threw it in an enclosed trailer and came down with someone else's truck and just
Yeah.
showed up there.
I would have.
He's like, oh, I win 300 or I could win $3,000. He's like, I made more getting third than I did going to run that. So
Yeah.
fuck it. I mean, props to him. He's fucking ballsy, but that's another kid that puts his own time with his old man right into it, just like you guys. So
Yeah.
definitely a big shout out to him for that. But are you thinking of jumping into anything different than a late model?
I don't know. We'll see, but I like fenders for now, for sure. I mean, they didn't really do much last race, obviously, but I do like fenders.
Yeah, I didn't know if you wanted to jump around like this guy does.
Yeah. I like my focus is on one thing, and it's
Yeah.
been going good.
Well, yeah,
so
people
far,
have two different ways of going about it. So you guys are two brothers. I want to get two different sides of it, and it's obviously clear that you'll fucking drive whatever, and you want to focus and try to be the best at what you can be at the one that you're racing, and then you'll worry about the next thing.
Yeah.
And this guy's like, we're going dry track mod racing.
I wish
Sell
I
the
could do
house,
that.
refinance the
late
fucking
models
house.
is in the budget for now.
Yeah.
That's pretty decent for us, and try and do good there.
Keep up the machine, and you'll fucking you'll have that.
Yeah,
But
those is to me.
close enough. Fabricating, but
Yeah.
a lot of fabricating on those things.
The only thing I haven't driven is street stock in a street stock class. I ran a street stock against late models.
Get a hold of someone. Let someone put you in.
Yeah. I don't know. I did run a street stock against late models once though.
When was that?
2018. We put a new motor in Steve Brio's car, and we ended up blowing it up. Luckily, Doug McLean was right next to it.
Oh yeah, that's right. I was there for that. Yeah.
And I ended up running that, and I started in the street stock. That was pretty cool.
But they were fucking pumped.
Yeah. So I would like to try that, but
Yeah.
we already got the late models going on. So
I mean, with the curve that it's going right now, street stocks are about to become the fucking most limited late model fucking class around the Northeast.
Yeah.
With how everything is, and I get the rule changes to help everybody save money on having to go find these old ass chassis and shit like that. But when only the firewall is and floorboards are the only thing left of the car, I mean, we're pretty much making a limited late model at that. Maybe there will be a limited late model like they do it down south. They do it in Virginia and Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina. There's a class for it, so
Yeah.
we'll see. I mean, I don't know. Fuck if I know. I'm
Yeah.
just
I don't know much about them, but they're,
yeah.
I've seen just the huge car counts they had, and then
Yeah. Yeah, no.
sometimes it's just
I mean, it'd be cool if you guys got a street stock, because you guys could go down to the bash and
Yeah.
All the big fucking
That's another thing
street
we talked
stop
about,
races.
running down south.
Yeah.
I want to race down in Florida.
Huh? Oh yeah, New Smyrna.
Bronson Speedway.
Oh yeah, for the mod, right?
We brought the 12 car down.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did run down New Smyrna for Jim Daly in 2017.
Yeah.
The year I ran the mod in late model. That was a cool experience.
Yeah.
Just being in New Smyrna, I finished the best out of our stable. He had like 6 or 7 cars there, and there was a good field of cars too.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, New Smyrna Speedway. Everybody's gonna fucking be there if they can make it.
They called us the Yankees, and then when Cole won down in Bronson, I was screaming Yankees.
Yep. Get used to it,
That's a
man.
good feeling.
Get used to it. I get it the same way, but I have a lot of friends down there, and they still call me a fucking. There's a running joke with me and my buddy Dustin that lives in Virginia. He calls me a Yankee, and he's like, there was something about like some fucking yard thing that he was using, and my buddy was like, oh, nice rototiller. I don't even know why he even mentioned it. He was like, I don't know. He was on a different planet. I guess we'll call it that. And he's like, the tiller? And he's like, no, I can fucking. So since then, he's like, no, I fucking pronounce my words. It says rota right before it. So he's giving the guy shit. So every time I see Dustin, I'm like, how's your tiller? I mean, so do you guys have any plans of running down south anytime soon? I mean, there was talks.
Yeah.
Which I was a part of too, talking to your old man and stuff like that, and you guys. There was some talks, but I didn't know if that changed and everything like that.
Yeah, I'd like to. It's just the whole budget thing, just do what we can afford. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I thought you guys were gonna pick up and fucking go.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I don't know. I mean, maybe someday. But
Yeah.
we're just gonna do what we can afford right now.
Yeah. No.
Florida's the center of racing, as they say. So
But yeah.
we got Daytona and everything.
Yeah, but for NASCAR.
Yeah.
Okay.
They do have tracks. You been to Volusia?
Yeah. Yeah, no.
Pretty good down there.
No, I want to try to get it down to Speed Weeks, but with the latest announcement that I'm having a baby boy, it's not happening.
Yeah, dude,
Not in the budget, you know.
Me and Kylie were down in Volusia in the pits, and we were just walking. Kyle Larson just walked right by us. We saw Casey Kane.
Those
They're all
guys
down there.
run dirt like no tomorrow. I thought Casey Kane was a lot taller until I met him.
Oh yeah, he's
Yeah, they're all short. Same with Christopher Bell when he went up to Thunder Road and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So is there any track that you guys want to go race at that's up here? Like we got Thunder Road, we got a lot
one
of
right
fucking
there.
that one.
Yeah, Tommy Carey told me I shouldn't, but I want to go there.
Okay.
That's a cool place.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of heavy hitters up there with ACT and stuff.
That and it's a tight fucking track.
Yeah.
It's very tight.
Yeah, it looks like a lot, and I could probably learn from those guys up there just following around.
And you get to run Oxford. Enjoy it.
I don't know about
Fucking
that.
enjoy.
That's a hike up there.
Eggshell.
that?
Remember that? The reason I went on 3 and 4, that was the first time I went full fucking throttle, and missed the turn. Good time. I was like, fuck. But
we got some practice.
but Oxford's a cool fucking place. Never mind. Thunder Road. Thunder Road, Speedway 95. You got Riverside. Riverside's a fast fucking track.
Yeah.
I don't know if they run fucking late models up there or anything. Oh no, they do because it was.
Yeah.
Don't go there. That was like a fucking 4-hour feature for fucking 50 laps. That was a shit show. Hopefully it's better next year and shit like that. So
Yeah, I've been
shout
up
out to Gabe
Riverside.
Brown, fucking
That was
giving him the
awesome.
fucking
That
corn
was-
right on the front
That was
stretch.
nice. That was real good. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, no, that's what racing is about, and that's why I'm doing this like shop tour shit, because there's a gritty side of fucking racing, whether people want to know about it or not, and that's what this is, and that's why I hit you guys up on short notice. It's not the big glamorous fucking
This is it.
video that I was in, but it's your guys' home, and I appreciate you guys letting me come and do this. I've known you guys for fucking years, and we've had a lot of fun up here with the fucking bonfires and shit like that. So, yeah, no, I definitely appreciate you guys coming on and everything like that, and wish you guys best of luck for 2022. And me and fucking Little Boone will be cheering you guys on in the beer garden and shit like that. So,
Yeah, hell yeah. Thanks for having us on. Just showing people how we do things.
yeah,
Showing us our somewhat of a shop. And
yeah.
This is where winning race cars are built, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And think like these winning cars that come out of fucking full-blown fucking race shops. We're in a one-bay fucking garage that barely fits his fucking late model, where you can barely move around without touching tips with someone. So it's just like it's just one of those things. It's a small, like, my cars came out of a 2-bay garage, and that's why I want to go into these shops like this. Because there's another couple spots that people are underneath someone's fucking barn building cars. You know what I mean? There's a grittiness to this racing life that no matter if we have the biggest budget where we can afford it, or if we're just trying to make it by, we still have a place that we can go to where it's home, even after it's a shitty part to try to unload the race car into, or if it's, you know what I mean? So that's why I started this shit, and I appreciate you guys both coming on for the first one. I wish we could be live on Facebook, but yeah, that's a whole different fucking story I'm not getting into. But I appreciate you guys coming on and everything like that. There's gonna be more stuff on the YouTube page as well. So with everything like that, as I said, appreciate you guys coming on.
Thanks, Randy.
Thank you.
Well, would you look at that? You've managed to make it through another episode of the Roughing Fenders podcast.
And as always, make sure you follow our Facebook page at Roughing Fenders Podcast. And until next week, keep those wheels pointed left
And keep talking trash.